Welcome to Frema Shows. Today we are going to I'm going to show you how to do breakfast fiesta. It's the most delicious breakfast you can ever make. I have a guest in the house, so I'm going to make a very big breakfast. I have my yellow bell pepper. Let me bring it down. Green pepper. I have some onions. Tomatoes. Tomatoes will be later, but I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. I have some salt. I have some black pepper. I have baked beans, ham spray. I have some cheese right there. I have some spinach. I have some bagel right there. And I have some eggs and I have oil. Before we do anything, we are going to cut the dry ingredients. Then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do because I'm going to steam everything and let it cool down before I put everything together. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned. So I'm going to dice everything before we stir anything. If you have a guest at home like I do, that is what you're going to do, okay? So a very big breakfast that everybody can have their share in it. Still working on our green pepper. In Ghana we call it green pepper. In abroad they call it bell pepper. So any way or how you call it is fine. So I'm going to continue to dice it as well. You can dice it anyhow you want it. It doesn't have to be small cubes like I'm doing. But I want mine to be that way. Besides, I have a visitor at home, so I want to make sure that everything is on point. You are still watching Frema Shows. You have any food in mind? Just inbox me. Let's put it together, you and I. Still working on it. Dicing stuff. Now I'm going to work on my onions. Alright, I want it to be small dice as much as you can. It can be bigger if you want to, but I want mine to be nice and small. I should have bring my big chopping board. Alright, so I get everything diced and everything. So we're going to steam the onion first before we add our peppers, and then we add our shrimp, mushroom as well. So let me put, okay, I'm going to put a little bit of oil into our pan, just a little bit to fry. All right, I'm gonna leave it to warm up, then we're gonna add the onions and everything. Stay tuned. All right, I think the oil is nice and warm, so we're going to steam the onion first. Actually saute, not steam. Allow it to be soft before you add anything on it, because the onion takes a little bit time. So let's leave it to saute a little bit. Then I'll add my green pepper and my mushrooms with my black pepper as well. A little bit of salt for taste. I'm still working on the onion to saute a little bit soft. Before I add anything into it, you are still watching Frema Shows, your #1 video blogger and your #1 cook. Stay tuned. Okay, I think I get what I wanted. It's nice and soft. So I'm going to put my yellow pepper and green pepper in it. Steam it a little bit. And I'm going to put my mushroom. This mushroom is pre-washed, okay? This is why it's called breakfast fiesta. We are getting there. I'm going to add about just half a tablespoon of salt. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of black pepper, which is equivalent to 1 tablespoon. Let's stir it until the mushroom becomes nice and soft. Then we will add our, spinach. Alright, so it's getting there. You can see the juicy under it. Yeah, let me show you. Get a camera closer. Yeah, the mushroom has some juice in it, so I want to make sure it's all drained before I add the spinach. Then we get started, because if you put the fresh mushroom in the eggs, it takes a long time for it to cook because of the juice. So make sure you do what I'm doing. Get everything out. Make sure all the juice is dry before you put the eggs in. Now that the juice is almost all gone, we're going to add our spinach. When I put the spinach in, I'm going to turn the heat off for it to, so I don't need it to cook. I just need it to saute just a little bit mushy side, soft side, so it can all fit into my bowl. If you put it raw like this, there will be no space to do anything, and that is why. Alright, so I get all my spinach in. Alright, I'm going to turn the heat off to allow it to stop, the heat to absorb. Then let it cool down. Turn the heat off. Let it cool down before you mix everything, because you don't want your eggs to cook. You want it to be cake or pie-like. So make sure everything is cooled down before you mix everything. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. This is how it looks so far since the heat is off, and I'm going to leave it to cool down before we do anything. So when I'm getting to the other one, I'll let you know. I'm going to get into our eggs and beat everything together, but we need to make sure the ingredient is really steamed and cooled down. Alright, now we're going to work on our eggs. I have a dozen of eggs that I'm going to use. Like I said, I have a family or have friends in the house, so, or a guest in the house. So yes, I'm making a very big omelet. So I'm going to use all the dozen of eggs. So this is how the dozen of egg looks like. This is how it is. So I'm going to add about half a tablespoon of salt into it, and I'm going to mix it together. The reason I'm not using too much salt is because of I already have some in the sauce, the vegetables that we are going to mix, and I have some there's some in the cheese as well. You know, cheese has a little bit of salt in it. So let's beat it. Make sure everything is blended down. I get my everything mixed down. So I'm going to add the cheese and mix the cheese together. Make sure everything is mixed down too before we add it to our wet ingredients. I got everything mixed down, but you can tell I have more room here than this one. So I'm going to pour everything into my saucepan so that I have more room to mix everything together. Alright, let me bring it here and mix everything, because we are going to put it into our baking pan. If you don't have an oven, you can also put it in the stove and cook it as well. So now that I get everything mixed, this spray out pan, this is just a pan spray. It's just like a butter or oil, so that nothing will stick to it. I'm going to pour some into my bacon. Don't make it too full. It just have to be, you need a space for it to able to bake. So this is what it looks so far. Nice. Then I'm going to put the rest into my small bacon. So I turned the oven on for 400 degrees, as you can see. We're going to put everything together. I have small omelette cups right here, and I have my big one. But remember, the big one is going to be done before the smaller one. So I'm going to put this one in for about half an hour before I put the smaller one in. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. You're still watching Frema Shows. Okay, so I get a big one in. We're going to put a smaller one in later, and I'll show you when it's done. Don't go nowhere. You're still watching Frema Shows. The breakfast fiesta is ready. You see the baby ones that I made? It's also ready as well. So what I'm going to do is, since I sprayed the pan, it's easy for it to come out. This is how it looks. Let's serve. Like I said, I have a guest in the house, so that's why I made the baby one, so I don't touch the main dish, mess it up. And this is baked beans. One tablespoon. Okay. Finally, oh, it's about to go down. Yes, it's ready. This is how it looks. Nice. Delicious. I do want to thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. My name is still remain Frema Shows, and it's bye-bye for me.